Hi, welcome to Storytime with Gigi. Today, we're going to be reading a story, a little golden book classic called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Henrietta Meets Someone New. Do you know who Mr. Rogers is? He had a program a long time ago. This is a story by Fred Rogers, illustrated by Jason Art Studios. When someone new comes to our neighborhood, we sometimes wonder if people will like that person more than they like us. Let's pretend that Henrietta Pussycat is worried about a visitor who is coming to the neighborhood of make-believe. Henrietta Pussycat was on her way to visit Grandpère. She was walking along, thinking, I like this neighborhood. I have so many friends here. I hope this neighborhood always stays the same. I hope nothing ever changes. But when Henrietta got to the Eiffel Tower, where Grandpère lived, she could see right away that something was different. There, in the middle of the tower, was a picture of the prettiest, fanciest tiger Henrietta had ever seen. Bonjour, Henrietta, Grandpère called from his balcony. Do you like this picture? Oh, why, yes, Henrietta said. Who is that beautiful tiger? She's my granddaughter. Her name is Colette, answered Grandpère. She's coming here for a visit all the way from Paris. Henrietta thought for a minute. We don't need any visitors here, she said to herself. We're all happy with each other. I don't want anyone new to come. Henrietta didn't feel like visiting Grandpère anymore, so she turned around and walked away. I'll go visit X the owl instead, Henrietta decided. I like X and he likes me. We can play together. But when Henrietta got to the tree where X lived, she could see right away that something was different there, too. X wasn't in his tree. He was on the ground with a big piece of cardboard and some brushes and a can of bright red paint. What's he doing? May I have a brush, too, so we can play together? Henrietta asked. Sure, Hen. Here you are, said X. I'm painting a sign that's going to say, Welcome, Colette. Uh-oh. Look at Henrietta's face. Suddenly, Henrietta didn't feel like painting anymore. She gave the brush back to X and walked away. Henrietta went to Lady Elaine Fairchild's museum go-round. I like Lady Elaine, and she likes me, she thought. She won't need extra people to have fun. But when Henrietta got to the museum, she could see right away that something was different there as well. There was a big banner on top of the museum with letters that spelled out something special. Hello, Lady Elaine. Are you there? Henrietta called to her friend. Lady Elaine came out of the museum. It's all about Paris, so Colette will feel at home when she gets here. Henrietta wrinkled her nose and said, But this is not her home. This is our home. We don't want anyone new to come here. You must be kidding, said Lady Elaine. I just love to see new people and new things. And she went back into the museum to work. Henrietta walked away sadly. I wasn't kidding, she thought. I don't want anybody new to come. She might just decide to stay, and she'd be prettier and sweeter than I, and Henrietta started to cry. It wasn't long before Daniel Striped Tiger came by Henrietta's crying place. Henrietta and Daniel often played together. They were the same age. Why are you crying? Daniel asked. Because I'm sad, Henrietta answered. Why are you sad? Daniel asked. Henrietta told Daniel all about Colette's coming. She said she didn't want anybody new to arrive because there would be just too many people She was feeling pretty jealous. Daniel said he understood because sometimes he felt that way too. And while they were talking, somebody carrying a suitcase came up to them and said, "Excusez-moi, I'm not speaking English very well. Could you help me?" Henrietta and Daniel both said, "Are you Colette?" The visitor said, "Oui, I am Colette. I need help. I'm looking for my grand-père." Henrietta looked at Daniel, and then she looked at Colette and said, "We will take you to grand-père." Daniel helped carry the suitcase, and Henrietta took Colette by the paw, and they all walked over to grand-père's Eiffel Tower. As soon as Colette saw her grandfather, she kissed him on both cheeks, and they both started speaking in French. Then Colette remembered Henrietta and Daniel. "New friends helped Colette," she told grand-père. Grand-père said, "Thank you both very much. I hope you will help Colette meet the other neighbors too. You know them all so well." Henrietta said, "Oh, we will. Just call us when you need us again." As Daniel and Henrietta walked home, Henrietta talked about how they could help Colette understand X's welcome Colette sign and Lady Elaine's something special sign. Daniel interrupted, "Henrietta, I thought you didn't want anybody new to come to this neighborhood." And Henrietta said, "I didn't at first, but when I saw that Colette needed us, I thought it was kind of nice to have her here." Daniel just said, "Oh." And the two of them walked past the crying place, over to a secret place where they often liked to play. Henrietta was happy when she found out that Colette and grand-père really needed her. After that, she felt she could be a friend to Colette. Children are often surprised to find out how much grown-ups really need them, and it's a happy surprise, isn't it? And that's our story. I hope you liked it. Make sure that you like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye until next time.